Hello, Morning Rusher regulars. Welcome to tomorrow's show today. I'm Jonathon. She's Kelly Nash. Hi. So tomorrow is Wednesday. We're already to the first hump day of 2020.
I guess you're right.
I'm excited about it. We're just trying to get this week through is what we're trying to do. For those of us who had way too much time off during the holidays, not everybody got a lot of time off. A lot of people had to work straight through the holidays. So,
brutal.
Yeah, just know we're getting ours. We got our comeuppance. It's coming to us again tomorrow morning when we figure out a way to come up out of that bed. Woo! It gets earlier every day.
Is this also the Piper needing to get paid for the repayment of your missed time during the holidays? Jonathan's a big fan of the Piper. Hates that guy.
That's what I need, is the sound of the Piper when my alarm goes off.
Yep, time to pay him.
What is your alarm clock sound, by the way? What do you use?
I use the most gentle thing I could find, which is like falling rain.
Oh.
And so when it wakes me up, it's supposed to be gentle. Sometimes it doesn't wake me up at all. But it's like that.
And then do they get more aggressive?
No, that's
I
the
chose
problem.
it so that it gets more and more aggressive.
Well, now what I find myself doing is just waking up on my own. So, like, my alarm goes off at 3:45.
Yeah.
Today I woke up at 3:35. And I looked at the clock and I'm like, I got to wear a suit today anyway, so I might as well get up early and pick out the tie and all that sort of crap.
Got it.
Yeah, I said crap.
I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and I said, you know something, Kelly's right. Why am I giving up potato chips? So
I went back and got some more.
I did. I ate almost an entire family bag of potato chips.
At 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah, salt and pepper.
Now, did you go back to
Salt and
sleep?
vinegar. Yeah. Yeah,
So
I don't have a problem with that.
You ate from 2:30 to when?
I don't know, 2:45.
15 minutes polished off the
Oh,
bag.
I polished them off quick. I
Went to
was
work.
hungry.
Went to
I was
work on
hungry.
that bag. And then you went back to sleep would you fall asleep, 3?
Yeah, something like that.
Slept till like 3:30 or 4?
Yeah, my alarm goes off at 4:05.
4:05.
And mine starts off with the chip, 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 chip. And then at 4:10, it goes like beep, 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 beep. And then 4:15, it goes beep, 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 beep. And then the dogs bark at 4:25. Woof, woof, woof. And if I hear the dogs bark, now I know, now you got to get up.
Yeah.
Now you got to go. So I heard the dogs bark this morning. The dogs were barking before I got out of bed. All right, so now tomorrow morning on the Morning Rush, I saw the funniest, and by the way, Jumanji 3, I guess it is, if you count the first Jumanji with Robin Williams, then we had the second Jumanji. The new one with Danny DeVito and what's his name, Glover? Danny Glover. Not so good. Not so good. I'd wait on that one to hit cable or pay-per-view. But I was watching the first one the other night, and there's a scene in there where The Rock is playing, he's the avatar for like a 16-year-old computer nerd who is falling in love with a girl and they're having their first kiss. That first kiss scene with The Rock is hysterical.
He's a very funny actor.
He's
got a
was
lot of
funny.
skills, both physically
Yeah.
and just the way he delivers lines. He's really good.
Yeah, the way he was licking her face, he's got his eyes closed and he's licking up and down her face and stuff, trying to find her mouth with his eyes. Laugh out loud funny.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our first thing I think we're going to talk about tomorrow is the bad kisser.
Well, that was the question. Can you fix someone who's a bad kisser? I don't know how you do that because there's two problems. One is how do you address it? Like, you are not good at it. It's not an enjoyable thing for me, the way you kiss with me. And then that's kind of one issue. And then the other is like physically, how do you describe? I don't even know how to describe it.
Right.
Do you? I don't know what would you say? Like if you were talking to someone who's never kissed anybody before, how would you say you should physically do this in order to be a romantic kisser? I don't know how to describe that. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like it's a team effort. If the team is not in sync.
Well, and yeah, because that's what this couple in that scene was going through, because this was her first kiss too.
Okay.
So, it was hysterical because they were both just doing all kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out a way to get this lip lock going. But yes, okay. So how do you describe that?
I don't
gotta
know.
think about that.
You can call in and let us know tomorrow morning
Okay.
at 978 WCOS. But I don't know how you physically describe what makes a good kiss.
Mm-hmm. And do you breathe?
Well, hopefully you're going to have to. It's not
Well,
gonna be
see,
for
now
1
that's the
second.
thing. I remember my very first kiss. My older cousin, a female, had answered this question for me. She said, when you kiss her for the first time, don't breathe. I nearly passed out because I didn't want that to end. I think I turned blue. Yeah, because I wasn't going to breathe.
She was breathing.
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything. You're just so focused on that electricity right there.
Right, exactly.
Those tulips.
Anyway, all right, so we'll talk about that tomorrow morning as well. What else we got going on tomorrow?
I have two squirrel stories on the blog this morning. We're going to talk about one in particular, where a house in Buckhead, just outside, well, I guess a section of Atlanta, has been destroyed by one squirrel. One squirrel has done like $70,000 worth of damage, and the way it happened was this family had just bought the house. They literally moved in like 3 weeks ago. They went away for a week on Christmas vacation. When they came back, the house was destroyed on the inside, and it was because a squirrel fell down the chimney and then couldn't get out. And he, or she, I don't know if it was a male or female, freaked out, urinated, defecated all over the house, scratched and chewed at the windowsills, destroyed all the windowsills in the house. They all have to be replaced now. The hardwood floors are not completely destroyed, but are going to have to be refurbished. All of the furniture, the dining room table,
Wow.
the lazy boys, all of that has to be thrown out.
This girl did all this damage by himself. It wasn't like out of Christmas Vacation where the dog got after it.
No, this squirrel was alone in the house and unable to get out, and then ended up making a nest for itself inside the family's couch. So I don't know what it was eating to stay alive at that point, but it somehow survived the week. And when they came home and saw the house was destroyed, and then found out that it was a squirrel, the lady said, well, at first we were heartbroken.
Sure.
And then we said, but, we have insurance.
Right.
The insurance company says just about every policy that you'll ever see from homeowners insurance does not cover rodent damage.
Oh, that's right.
They said if a possum had fallen into
Yeah.
the house and destroyed it, or a dog or something else, they would have covered all of it. But because it was a rodent, which a squirrel is, they do not cover any of that. So it's all out of pocket. Their house has been destroyed by a squirrel, and they get no help. Well, that's crazy. So what other things have you, first off, what other things have rodents destroyed in your life? Or what other things did you think were covered by insurance that you got the unfortunate news, that's not covered?
Wow, I'm thinking about rat stories now, of which I have several. And I tell you, another tragedy for a homeowner, and this insurance won't cover this either. I know this because I know a couple this happened to. They got those kids, their kids, the hamsters. Those are rodents. If those things get loose in your home, you think it's fun to take them out of the cage, let the kids play with them. If they get loose in your home and they get like somehow under the cabinets and stuff and end up in the walls, then they can go up in the attic and all kind. Now they're just transversing the house, right? And they multiply like rabbits. So if you get them in your home, it's nearly impossible to catch them. You'd have to call my buddy Ben Catfish Burdick over at Wildlife to try to catch them. But now they're going to start multiplying. And now they're running up and down the walls and the insulation and all that. And the insurance company pays for none of that.
I had a house in Charleston once that was nearly destroyed by several squirrels. I had a tree apparently that led near the roof line, and there had been some sort of little thing underneath. They showed it to me later where the squirrels were able to make a hole and get into my attic. Well, once they got into the attic, they did destroy a lot of memorabilia and stuff that I had. They just chew on everything.
Everything.
The one thing that was really upsetting to me, not upsetting, but I was a little ticked off at, was I had a WWE chair from WrestleMania, whatever number.
Okay.
That if you sat in the first, I think 2 or 3 rows, they gave you the chair.
Oh, wow.
It was a commemorative chair that had the picture of all the wrestling stars and everything. You could take it home with you.
It's like a folding chair, but just for that promotion.
Yeah, and it had very special,
Oh, cool.
the foam seating and everything like that. Had that up in the attic. They ate through that. They ate through all my records that I had.
They'll chew through your wires and set your house on fire.
And then that's what happened. We lost power to the house. And then when the guys came and they fixed it up, and apparently the squirrels couldn't get out anymore. Well, then 3 months later, one of them's dead up there, or several of them died.
Smells the high heaven.
Smelled the high heaven. They couldn't find the dang squirrels. We had to start tearing the walls apart, trying to find these squirrels that had died somewhere, like you said, in the walls.
Right.
Unbelievable. I hate
And
squirrels.
the insurance didn't pay for any of that.
No, it's all
No.
out of pocket.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think I paid like $15,000 for all this stuff said. Just poop, throw it away. By the way, I was going through a financial bankruptcy at that point. It was great. Just keep throwing money at the problem. This is lovely. Love it. All my friends in New York, you're so clever to get out of New York and get to Charleston where it's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, it was real easy down here. Goodness gracious. New York was a breeze compared to South Carolina at that point.
I'd rather walk the streets of New York at 2 o'clock in the morning than have to deal with the squirrels in South Carolina.
Nuts.
Damn little squirrels will kill you.
That's true.
All right, so yeah, I'm sure we got people with squirrel. I had to call my buddy Ben Catfish the other day. That's why it came to mind. And I forgot. I asked him because I had found a little area where I'd had like a fascia board. I guess the weather exposure, and somehow a part of it just fell off. It's about this wide. And I was afraid that squirrels were going in and out of there. And he said, no, but you better seal it up because they will start gnawing at that. I still haven't sealed it up. I got to go seal that up today.
You know, our old buddy, Jake Owen, he got hurt himself.
What?
Now, this is kind of funny. Jake Owen, his daughter got a skateboard for Christmas, and he said he was going to teach her what to do and what not to do on a skateboard, because he's a skateboarding expert.
Sure. Dad is.
Broke his wrist.
Yeah.
Daughter's laughing at him.
Sure.
Of course she's laughing at him. I shouldn't do that, Dad. Are you sure? So he's got a video of that. But
Orthopedic surgeons love skateboard companies.
Yeah.
Love them.
So we've got that up on the Morning Rush blog now at 975wcos.com. But what have you done trying to teach your child something and
Oh, that's good.
went horribly wrong? Speaking of skateboards, I remember Matt, our engineer, he was trying to teach his son how to go fast on a skateboard.
Oh, I got it.
And he said the fall he took, like I think he's still recovering years later from that fall. And he said his son would not stop laughing. He was like 14 at the time. He said he could hear him at the top of the hill just howling with laughter as his dad like. So skateboards are good things for you to get hurt on.
All right, we can talk about that as well. Hey, look, we got to wrap it up already because this is running a little long. Hey, Tumbleweed, thank you for videoing this today. It's tomorrow's show today. You remember the phone number is 978-9267. If you want to chime in on the squirrel stories or you got advice on how to explain someone how to be a better kisser or whatever that's going on with that. And then we might have time to get into how did you injure yourself. We'll do some of that. And if you got something you want to talk about, maybe there's something coming up in the new year we haven't talked about yet. You can get back to us here. You can also call us tomorrow. Remember the 978-9267 number. Tomorrow morning on the Morning Rush.